this is only about 5 years overdue. The original plan for doing videos on the Transformers collection was actually to do a video every year or two, and it's been 5. And not only that, the focus has changed kind of from race cars to collecting. So, yeah, let's get into this. This is how it's usually displayed, with the red for Autobot and purple for Decepticon. Let's get them changed over here. All right, over the collection. Here we go. First shelf would be the Dinobots and Insecticons mostly. See, we have a War for Cybertron Grimlock there. That's about the only thing in here that's not G1. A couple other pieces. Really fitting, though, that the War for Cybertron Grimlock is featured along the shelf with the kind of army building I'm doing with the Insecticons as they fought each other in the War for Cybertron game. Next shelf is the WoW shelf. That is a Box Perceptor signed by Paul Eiding. That is a carded Bumblebee signed by Dan Gilvezan. That's an original #1 Transformers comic signed by Bob Budiansky. We have a Megatron signed by Frank Welker. Then we have a Jetfire signed by Greg Berger. And last but not least, Zeus himself, Peter Cullen, on an original Optimus Prime. Then we have the Transformers movie, I don't know, what do you call those, monograms? Signed by Stan Bush and Paul Eiding. Moving on, we have the hard to find, because they can't reissue it, Circuit Breaker comic. Some more box stuff. Something I've been focusing on a lot is collecting the Transformers tie-in stuff. So here we have a Collegeville costume that is flame retarded. That's not a slur, that's it literally just says flame retarded. What's really interesting too is the costume is supposed to be a Dinobot, but they misspelled Dinobot on the top of the box. It's really an interesting piece. Box Prowl. The standing up Prowl is a Toys R Us 2003 reissue. And then I gotta show you my Sack-a-Frapper. That would be French for bop bag, I guess. But that is a mint and sealed box punching bag. From 85, I believe. These nifty little Energon cubes were courtesy of Decepticitty. Moving on, we have the electronic voice changer that still works and is just as finicky as ever. Out of the box, those things were super finicky with feedback. The Transformers boxed pinball game, actually, there's a separate video for that here on the channel, so make sure you go check that out. We have the Soundwave actual tape player. That's not a mini tape, that's an actual size tape recorder. That still works. The Transformers overnight bag, bottom shelf. Moving on, we've got, you know what, I don't even know what company made that. All I know is when I saw it, I had to have it because I own Cliffjumper in real life. So, yeah, once Cliffjumper's done, he's kind of a project right now, but once he's done, I'll be displaying that on him during car shows. Moving on, we have the original Collector Showcase still in the box. And then when's the last time you saw this? That is a Rock'em Sock'em robot set that is Transformer themed. When I got it, it was actually kind of sealed in the box. It was just the tape had given up the ghost, but the tape was still kind of hanging on. I took the tape off to make sure everything was in there, and everything not only is in there, but is all sealed contents. You have the Superion gift set. Got that Transformers Omega Supreme cup back there. This is, oh, what is it? Combiner Wars Devastator. And hiding back behind him there is the comic book that Devastator was introduced in. A stamp set booklet. The comic book where Omega Supreme was originally introduced. Storms of Destruction, read-along book. And then Soundwave and all of his minions. Moving on to the second shelf here. I'm really looking for a boxed hound because both hounds I have are not in the best shape. I've got the Transformers Lampshade. I feel like this is an episode of Spaceballs. You know, Transformers the Lampshade, Transformers the booklet, Transformers the Flamethrower. Most people have the lamp and not the lampshade, and I've just got the reverse, so I'm still looking for the Transformers lamp. Original Optimus Prime pencil there, just kind of hiding out. Got an original Viewmaster set for Transformers.
That belongs in a museum.
That is sealed in the box from 1985. Got all 3 mail-away Omnibots. Some random Transformers erasers back there. The original walkie-talkies in the box, they still work. Deluxe Autobot Whirl. Moving on, we have a 3D Jigsaw stand-up puzzle of Starscream, which I believe you can build in either jet mode or robot mode. Got a couple of blasters here. The one standing up in the back is not in the best of shape, but I found him at a garage sale for like $1. So yeah, he had to come home with me. Got the box Scourge back there. And then we have a boxed G1 Hot Rod, which is signed by Judd Nelson, and also the Hot Rod the Rodimus Prime that's in alt mode there. That is a Survivor from when I was a kid. A couple of these are, but this one is also signed by Judd Nelson. Moving on, we've got the 20th Anniversary Transformers DVD. That is signed by Peter Cullen, Stan Bush, Paul Lighting, oh gosh, Frank Welker. Yeah. A lot of signatures on that. Got Galvatron that still works. Boxed Ultra Magnus. Really meant to get around to army building these guys. I just don't really have much display room right now. Moving on is the carded Transformers door chime. And then behind it is a VHS copy of Fire in the Sky, although it's a little weird because the box is huge, and it's because inside the box the cassette is in one of those old VHS clamshells. Really interesting piece. Moving on, we got some of the Autobot rescue vehicles, Ratchet, Red Alert. Then we have the Transformers board game. There will be a future video on that here on the channel. And we have a Masterpiece Blue Streak. We have the train from the 85, 86 Tycho set. Then the Transformers Slumber Tent. So, funny story with the Slumber Tent. Not only do I have a video up of it separately here on the channel, make sure to go check that out, but I also had it up while I was doing the video. I also did a broadcast on a podcast with Children of Primus, which I'm a huge part of, and you guys should definitely go check out as well.
Children of Primus, collectors in disguise.
Complete in box. There is a separate video for that here on the channel as well. Got a Skylynx. That interesting story behind this Skylynx. It was actually traded to me when I had my furniture store. I had a picture in a furniture store, and the guy realized I collected Transformers, and he traded me some random frame picture for Skylynx. Got the deluxe stamp bot set. These are really hard to find with the packaging not yellowed, and the card is in super good shape. Moving on, we've got the original Predaking. He's a little mismatched because two of them are the all plastic versions, and the other three are the metal versions, so he's a little mismatched. Got the Aladdin 3-piece child set dishes. That's the last time you ever saw those all boxed up. Moving on, who else do you know that has Transformer roller skates still in the box? Really interesting, when I picked those up, the guy apologized for the gravel that was inside the box, and it wasn't gravel, it was actually the outer part of the wheels that had degraded over the years. The Transformers book bag there with 6-shot. And then the Ultra Magnus stand-up 3D puzzle that you can also, like Starscream, build in alt mode or robot mode. And that is a big, big puzzle. And finally, the last shelf, the Transformers Stick and Lift set, which is complete. It fell down there. I'm sorry that it fell down, but the little red bag here is actually a belt bag that has a picture of Ravage on it. It's really neat. Trypticon, the Defensor gift pack, the comic book where Trypticon was introduced. Another Storms of Destruction. The other one is actually As the Dog Goes Crazy. As I was saying before the dog went crazy, another Storms of Destruction. This one is actually sealed with the tape, and the other one actually still has the 45 record in it. That's why I've got two of those handy. The Transformers book bag. And then Metroplex there. I've got a rough Metroplex out for display, but the one in the box is actually complete and beautifully white and chrome. So this was an interesting piece. This came from Hobby Lobby, which is really weird. Hobby Lobby carried some Transformer stuff for a while, but yeah, just different box art through the years. Up above, we've got the original Season 3 Transformers lunchbox, which is weird because Seasons 1 and 2 was plastic. Behind the case there, we've got the original store display for the Transformers War for Cybertron poster, and it's kind of like 3D, kind of sticks out. Then we have the Transformers trash can, and then the Transformers Season 3 dinner tray. Metal sign there, that also came from Hobby Lobby. The jumbo collector's case. And then some other posters here. But the most important one, obviously, is the movie poster. That is a reproduction movie poster. However, it is signed by basically everybody that signed stuff in the case. That'd be Bob Budiansky, Paul Eiding, Dan Gilvezan, Victor Corelli, the narrator, Stan Bush, Judd Nelson, Greg Berger, MegaCon last year to get autographs on it from Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, but I spent so much time in line for somebody else that I was kind of pooped to wait in line again for anybody else. So another time. Dinobot's picture, what is that, BotCon 06? And there it is in the middle of the living room in all its glory. Huge thanks to the wife that lets me display this stuff in the living room. She actually gets a kick out of it too, so that's always great. I've been asked, the cases came from DJE store fixtures in Clearwater, Florida. But I believe there's other places that carry them. If you don't have them assemble it and you just assemble it at home, it was about $725 a piece. Now these cases replace the original Kibi toy cases that I have. I've still got them, I just don't have anywhere to display them right now, so they're stored. But yeah, that's how the Transformers collection has grown up, basically. That's the culmination of the obsession I have of collecting everything G1, including the tie-in stuff. So hey, go check out the previous videos of the Transformers collection, see how it's grown over the years, especially exponentially over the last 5 years since I quit focusing on race cars so much and focus more on collecting. I'm actually gonna be taking a break from collecting and focusing on race cars again here soon. My budget doesn't allow to do both, but yeah, go back, check out the old videos and see how much the collection has grown. And, you know, as always, thanks for watching.